Yeah, I'm ready. Go.
All right, here we go. Yo, DJ L-Spade, Common Knowledge Podcast. Just a man doing the best he can with what he got. All right. I got a guy that you guys should know, a very special guest, a man who's near and dear to my heart. Love him to death. Uncle Stash from the Tokyo Stash and Spade show. How you doing, man?
I'm so good, it hurts.
That's awesome, man.
I just got my head shaved, baby.
You look nice, actually.
Yeah, thank you. I was looking like Grizzly Adams. If you saw our last video for what Battered Wives, whatever, and my hair was kind of long, so I just went to the barber, Tokyo, the Kanda barber, and I was just going to get a regular haircut, and I said crew cut, and he gave me a weird look. I realized that's not what you say in Japan. GI katto kudasai. Hi. So I got basically shaved right down, nearly bald. Realized that I'm losing my hair, but I haven't had a haircut this short since I was in the service, and that's in the 70s. And even then, I didn't have a beard.
Oh, you're losing your hair?
Well, not that much, but I mean, I'm going to turn 60 this year. But the point being, I haven't had my hair cut this short since the late 70s. I've never had my hair cut this short while I had a beard. So this is unique. I'm no longer Grizzly Adams.
Yes, you're his younger brother, Steve Adams.
Yeah, Steve Adams.
All right, well, you know what? Not to say that I'm really jerking or missing it, but apparently Trump got acquitted. You got anything you want to say about that?
Nah, nothing.
Me either. I just want to let everybody know I'm not sidestepping it. It's just like I just don't really care. Man.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I just don't care.
I'm much more concerned about 70s Canadian punk than that.
You know what? Actually, me too. Like, a lot of folks been calling me, asking me about that. I'm like, I really don't care, guys. Just be honest with you.
Yeah.
Let all that work itself out, man. I'm not.
Shit's gonna happen. I'm locked into my condo. It is what it is, man. I want to get the fuck to Dodge. I can't. So, also we're going to be shooting on Friday some new videos. I'm saying nothing. I'll let Lord Spade tell you.
Oh, I'm not going to tell him nothing either. I'm going to let him wait. But now that you mentioned us shooting videos, man, we've been doing the Canadian punk series, and I must say, with the exception of the last video I've edited, it was a good run for Canadian punk.
Yeah, some good stuff. That album, Battered Wives, that's a great album. Lovers Balls, Uganda Stomp. Obviously, we did Everybody Loves a Loser. I Want It All. I Want It All. I Want It Now. Yeah, it's a great album.
I must say the Battered Wives are actually a great band. Like,
yeah, they are.
I have nothing bad to say besides the Hitler reference in the song, and what is the Hitler reference turned me off, and the name of the band is kind of like super shitty.
Well, they're both morally indefensible. The Hitler line is no good. The Battered Wives, we'll watch the video. We talk all about that, but they're a cool band and they have a great groove.
And they changed their name to the Wives, right?
For one album. The one that I bought, it was a bomb record album, red vinyl back 78. That was Battered Wives. They were getting some U.S. interest, and I told you they opened for Elvis Costello. Mm-hmm. There was so much horseshit going on with the name that for one album, they changed it to the Wives, and that went nowhere. And I don't even know if they released a third album, but they went back to the Battered Wives, and then that was it. The band was over.
So why did they go back to the Battered Wives? Just
because basically the Wives, that album just didn't do anything. And they realized being politically correct is not accomplishing anything at all. So fuck it. Let's go back to our abusive original name.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Once again, I think that we lean too much on this politically correct thing. It's like, dude, the music still got to be good, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. It caught my attention being called the Battered Wives. Like, that caught my attention. Like, man, really? Y'all going to call y'all band I Beat Women?
Yeah, it caught a lot of attention from a lot of people, mostly protesters. The CBC, CTV, it was the press, the papers, etc. So it definitely got them some attention. I do remember in the Toronto Star, they had one minor hit in Canada called Uganda Stomp about the late butcher Nazi-style dictator Idi Amin Dada of Uganda, and they wrote a parody song about him, and they presented it to the Consulate General of Uganda in Toronto, which is like a one-bedroom apartment in a Toronto condo, and they had a photographer show this Ugandan dude going, huh? Grabbing this album, and I don't know whatever happened to Buddy, but because the picture appeared in the Toronto Star, and Idi Amin at the time, at any time, was not known for his sense of haha. I hate to think that they brought that poor son of a bitch back, and Idi was famous for feeding opponents to the crocodiles, and I don't mean that as a metaphor,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah, he was
So
merciless.
yeah, oh, horrible. Yeah.
Didn't they make a movie about that?
Oh yeah, sure. What's his name? Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, King of Scotland. Yeah.
The Last King of Scotland.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
That was a good movie, actually. Forrest Whitaker is one of those
was.
actors who can just like embody any character.
Yeah.
Not like
he's
Denzel
good.
Washington. Denzel Washington's a good actor, but he's just Denzel in every movie.
He's always morally upright, except for that one where he played the corrupt LA cop.
But it was still Denzel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he never
Difference
like
between
he's
an
a
actor
one
and a
trick
star.
pony. So what now?
Well, it's the difference between an actor, a character actor like Forrest Whitaker. And I'm not denigrating the man's acting, but he's a movie star, like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is not a bad actor, but he's Tom Cruise,
Yeah, he's always Tom Cruise in every situation. It's Tom Cruise. It's not like you know what you're going to get with Tom Cruise. You're going to get Tom Cruise.
And Denzel, same thing.
Yes.
He's got that star power.
Yeah, the actors are like that is Denzel, Al Pacino, Forrest Whitaker. Not Forrest Whitaker, but like Denzel, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Like those guys just got star power. They're not like really character actors at all.
Although they're great, they're great actors.
Right.
Like De Niro and Pacino. God, I remember when I was in the Army. I think it was at CFB, Canadian Forces Base, probably Borden. It might have been Lar. I'm not sure, but we were watching at the base cinema, Serpico, which is his 1970 film. And I can remember sitting in the theater with a bunch of buddies from the regiment watching the movie, and they're in the New York City police office of some sort, like a barracks, and Buddy's rolling up a joint. And just as he's about to smoke it, the Canadian Army censors cut that part out. Poof. Jesus Christ. And the irony, of course, now is it's legal, fully legal in Canada. The largest dope store in Toronto is a 2-minute walk from my old condo, and it's called Tokyo Smoke.
Tokyo Smoke.
Literally. Tokyo Smoke. And it's literally walk out the front door to my condo, turn left, go 2 minutes to Yonge Street, and there it is. Tokyo Smoke. We sell edibles, oils, anything. And in 1978, I'm in the service, and the Army censors are cutting out a scene of a bunch of dudes smoking some weed.
Yeah. For some reason, your mic sounds kind of low to me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
Oh no. All right. Cool.
I'm gonna keep it moving. So, I'm going to go ahead and say this as I got this repetitive echo in my ears, but I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to trust that everything is turning out okay. But Disney Plus seemed to be coming out with the hits. The mouse is trying to make that money.
Yeah.
But this new show, WandaVision, I'm like, am I the only one who thinks it's kind of like booty?
No, I love it.
Okay, all right. No. Here's the thing, right? I think it's way overblown. Now,
oh man,
the nostalgia factor, like with all the shows, but I don't know where the hell the show is going.
Well, let me reference it. For a man my age, 59. So the very first episode in black and white, very much a pattern of the father knows best, leave it to Beaver look. Mm-hmm. And then in the second episode, there's a glimpse of color. You're getting Dick Van Dyke, and then Bewitched. I remember the transition of color from Bewitched, and now you're around 69, 70, and then they move up again, and you start to learn the backstory. I dig it. I gave our buddy Jules last Sunday. I think it was last Sunday. Whatever it was, I saw him last, not 2 days ago, but the Sunday before that, I gave him the first 5 episodes, I had 4K rips of them, and I gave
Whoa,
them
you're not
to
supposed to say that
Jules.
online?
Oh, fuck it. I gave him the 4K rips, and he thought it was fabulous. And he also said, I told him a long time ago, Jules, you got to watch, oh Christ, I just blanked the name of the show. The Oklahoma incident. What's that famous race thing?
Oh, Wall Street, Black Wall Street bombing?
Yeah. But what was the name of the show? I never heard about that until I watched the show.
Talking about Watchmen.
Yeah. I gave him that, all however many episodes there were in 4K. You're welcome, Jules. And he thought that was phenomenal. That was a great goddamn show too.
I mean, okay, so WandaVision, right?
Yeah, good.
Me and you both watched all of the Marvel Avengers Endgame stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we seen it.
Yeah.
And this is a continuation of that universe. Got it.
I got to tell you, the last 2 Marvel films, the whatever the hell they were, Avengers, bored the shit out of me.
The Endgame, you didn't like Endgame?
Was that the last one that went on for 4 days? Yeah, okay. So that one wasn't bad. And the one before that, whatever the hell that was, I saw them both in the Philippines. Yeah, okay. Well, there was that, but the one before, whatever, Ultron. Okay, I don't know. Whatever the last 2 films, the last one I thought was okay. The one before that, I mean, and I saw them in the Philippines in IMAX 3D.
You love to throw out that flex. I saw them in IMAX 3D.
Because it's a Toronto company, that's why. Anyway,
okay.
So I saw them in the Philippines in IMAX 3D, and on this huge screen, and the one before the last bored me. I remember going, come on, man, hurry up and end. So.
But this WandaVision one, it's trying to continue off the Endgame ones, but I don't know the point yet. And I've watched, it's only 5 episodes so far, right?
I think, I don't know.
I've watched all 5 episodes. And I'm just like, okay, besides the nostalgia factor, I don't get what the hell we're doing. Like, what's the point?
Okay, I get that. I'm enjoying it. But then I'm not really a comic book, superhero dude.
Well, what do you enjoy about it?
I don't. Well, it is that certain retro feel, but I the WandaVision, I don't know what it is. I can't honestly tell you. The Watchmen, I saw that in Tokyo with my old girlfriend.
Okay, before we get to the Watchmen, I was thinking WandaVision for a second. Like, what's the plot of WandaVision?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Okay, that's my point. It's like everybody on social media, you don't know because you're not on it, is boosting up this show and saying this is the best thing since Pants with Pockets. And I'm like the only one. Solo voice is like, this ain't that great. Like, I don't know what you're going for. Like, you suck me in with all the classic TV things. Cause I used to watch Nick at Night and I watched all those tracks, like Dick Van Dyke Show, Leave It to Beaver. I know those shows. I Dream of Jeannie, even the 5th one that came up in like 2000, like that one was like Malcolm in the Middle. The whole like monologue and everything like that. I get it.
That's the one that's the one I didn't get because I never watched that shit.
Well, I got that because it's Malcolm in the Middle. The whole monologue and stuff like that with the twins. Got it. But what's the point? Like, even the main characters, you got the Rambo lady, Jimmy Woo, Darcy, which Darcy and Jimmy Woo are great.
Kat, what's her name? She's the chick who plays whatever the doctor is. Who got sucked into the vortex.
Yeah, the Rambo lady. Yeah.
Well, what's her name? Kat something or another?
It's something Rambo.
No, I'm talking her real name.
I don't know. You know, I should probably look that up right now. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Sorry.
Her name's Kat Rambo? That's like Stash Cairo. One of those rare events in the world. When people hear me say, what's your name? Stash what? Stash Cairo. I remember years and years ago telling a guy this, and he looks at me and goes, what are you, a bookie?
I know, right? It's like somebody's going to break your legs.
What's your name? I said, Stash Cairo. What are you, a bookie?
Oh, no. The main lady, are you talking about the black main lady or the white?
No. I like the white doctor, the physicist.
Okay, yeah, the one who plays Darcy. Her name is Kat Dennings.
All right, Kat Dennings.
And the black chick who plays Monica Rambeau is Teyana Paris.
I like them both. And if they ever agree to do porn together, I'll watch it.
You know, Randall Park, who plays Jimmy Woo, I like his character. He's like witty and comical. He's a good comic relief.
he plays an FBI agent in IMAX 3D in the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah.
I like both of those movies, and I actually saw them in the Philippines too.
Yeah, the Ant-Man was better than I thought it was gonna be. Like that was like my least anticipated Marvel movies, but I was like, you know what? I'll watch it just because I watched all the rest of them. I'm invested now, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I watched it. Like, okay, this is not that bad. It's not that bad. But okay, back to the plot though. What's the damn? Okay, what do you think is gonna happen? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen. Let me tell you. This
Go ahead, hit me.
Okay. So the make sure I get the character's name right. the head FBI guy name was it Stryker?
Yeah, I think it was Sphincter. Randall Sphincter.
Booty.
or his nickname was Cunt Face. I think that was
that
what
guy.
I recall. Yeah, that guy.
Definitely gonna have to make this explicit. But no, all right. So that guy who played the head FBI guy, I think the FBI is trying to harvest Vision's body for a military weapon program, and he's hiding something. Okay. Strucker. That's what he is. So
yeah, Strucker.
Strucker is definitely hiding something, but I don't know the point is, and somebody has to have control over Wanda. So what I'm thinking is, the sword program manipulated Wanda somehow to bring Vision back to life, but she made this fantasy world and Strucker just lost control of it.
I think the show would be greatly improved if Wanda was to get naked at some point during the show.
I mean, she is one of the Olsens, but but seriously, the plot wise, what do you think?
I don't have a clue, dude. I have no idea whatsoever. And here's the thing I was thinking of the other day when I watched the last episode, and I was thinking to myself, and I don't know shit about any of this comic book mythos, but Vision is an android, right? Made of metal or something?
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume, does he have a dick?
Yeah, he does, because he's a humanoid.
He
android.
does.
I mean,
okay,
he can materialize anything, so I'm assuming he does.
Okay, so he's got a wonder cock. Okay, I got that. Mm-hmm. The whole kids thing, it was more like this less than G-rated, hi, I'm pregnant. I sat in the toilet seat, therefore I got pregnant. And it was like, well, what do you mean she's pregnant?
Right, so that's the thing. It's like, once again, what's the plot we're going for with WandaVision?
I don't know, man. I just dig the whole show.
Okay, that's my point with the whole, all right, that's my point. With all you guys who dig the show, why the hell do you dig it? It's I just want everybody on social media to admit you don't know what the hell's going on either.
Hey, dude, am I admitting it? I don't have social media. I'm admitting it here. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Just trying to make sure everybody's like on the same page.
The English dude who plays Vision, Paul Bettany? Yeah. For whatever reason, I like him. And Jennifer Connelly, his wife, I thought she was fabulous.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly's his wife?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Have you never heard their story of how they met?
Nah.
It's check this out. True story. I saw on YouTube, this is a video separately of the two of them. If I get this wrong, anybody, don't shit on me. They made a movie called A Beautiful Mind together. I believe she won the Academy Award for that film. Now, I've never seen the movie. It's about John Nash, the famous mathematician, and his schizophrenia. Okay, this is around 2000, give or take. So that's it. Hi, how you doing? Have some fun at the set. And by fun, I mean good to see you. Purely, we enjoyed working with each other. That's it. Now, evidently, Jennifer had a child, a boy, I believe, with a brief relationship with some photographer, but they'd broken up. So she was on the set. Everything's cool. Shoot's over. Bye-bye. Academy Awards, etc. And then 9/11 happens.
Oh, wow.
Now, Paul, these are not boyfriend, girlfriend, any sort of relationship at all, is in Italy. I don't remember where, but somewhere, I think it was northern Italy. And he gets this overwhelming urge to call Jennifer Connelly. Now, he may have had her phone number. He may have had to call his agent, call London, call New York, Los Angeles. But he said it took a couple of days, and the lines were, of course, tough to get through. Finally, he either A, got the number in the first place, or B, got through to talk to Jennifer, who he didn't really know. And so Jennifer picks up the phone in her apartment in Brooklyn, and he says, hey, it's Paul calling from, Italy. And she goes, oh, that's great, blah, 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 blah. They start talking, and Paul says to her, look, I'm going to catch a flight to New York City and we're going to get together and we're going to get married. And Evelyn Jennifer says, okay. And they did. And that was 20 years ago. That's like, wow, that's a great story.
Nah, that's creepy as hell, bro.
Dude, I understand it's creepy as hell, but they've been married for 20 years and they've got 2 kids plus her firstborn.
Jennifer need to blink twice if she's in trouble. Like maybe she's being held hostage. We need to somebody need to check on Jennifer. Like seriously.
No, I think she's cool. I think this is a smart woman, graduated from Yale, and Paul is a high school dropout. So
really?
You know, you got the yin and yang there. Yeah, you got the yin and yang.
Yo, that's creepy as hell, man. The high school dropout call you, hey, we're gonna get married. I'm coming now.
Yeah, all right. The creepier thing is, okay.
She was scared. Hell.
Yeah, she's been scared for 20 years and having multiple children with this guy.
Hey, in this climate, I can believe it.
Speaking about Jennifer Connelly, you know I've been telling you to watch that show Snowpiercer, right? Oh, come on. What's this? Je ne sais quoi.
No, you're right. I'm going to watch the Snowpiercer. It's just, you know, the guy, the black guy, he reminds me of Alex. Lex Caliber.
He does. Yeah. Lex Caliber.
He looks just like
you know something, Alex. You got a point.
Yeah.
He's like fake Alex. Yeah.
Fake Alex.
By the way, I just may or may not have, with Japanese subtitles, the 4K rips on our private server. Just throwing that out there.
I got it on Netflix, man, and I see it all the time. Okay. I'm just like,
The whole series makes no sense. The conceit, the caprice, whatever you want to call it, the last survivors of this climate disaster where they tried to raise the temperature, ended up freezing the planet, and it's negative 100 degrees Celsius all the time. So what do? They board a super train to go around the world. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, that's nothing. It's like the Snowpiercer. I'm on a train.
Right. But I mean, if you're going to have save civilization, what are you going to do? You're going to build some sort of a shelter. You're not going to have a goddamn train going on tracks, and you can't see. And if you use any sort of logic, metal crystallizes. When you get down 40, 50 degrees below zero, and they're supposedly negative 100, steel crystallizes and can break. And all they're doing is going around these tracks. So you can't take it literally. The whole thing is just nuts. But it's a great show. I love the show. And I think we're on episode 3, season 2. Sean Bean, love that dude. He's Mr. Wilford. I'm grooving on the show, baby. I watched every episode last season, and now I'm watching this season. It doesn't if you stand back and suspend your disbelief, you'll go, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. But it's a great show.
I mean, I keep seeing it, and it's always like recommended to me. And it's one of those, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'd rather watch Nadia Cooks on Netflix, you know? It's like.
I saw her win the Great British Bake Off. She's cool.
Oh, really? So, wait, you know this woman?
Yeah. She was winner, I think, 2 seasons ago on the Great British Bake Off. I watched Great British Bake Off for years, every season.
What the Great British, what? You know, this is why I wanted to have you, because you, like, know everything, like, television or film-wise.
That's because I have no life, because I'm confined to this little condo where I live in downtown Tokyo, beautiful, stately Stash Manor in beautiful Chiyoda Ward, Tokyo. And I rarely get out these days. Please help me.
You know,
help me.
She has a show on Netflix, and I was kind of reluctant to watch it because she was looking kind of quirky. She had the mom jeans on. I was like, man, they're really trying to push this chick, like make her wholesome. But I watched it. But you know what? She got some good recipes. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. She won the Great British Bake Off, and really a genuine. She came across as a very, true, false, or ridiculous. Who knows? But in terms of her television persona, she came across very warm, and I could see why they'd give her a show.
Yeah, the show was pretty decent though on Netflix. So, all right, what is your Netflix recommendation besides Snowpiercer? Like, if you had to tell the public something they have to watch, what would it be? I'm
trying to think. A Snowpiercer, WandaVision I'm liking. What do I like on Netflix these days? Oh, no, that's Stars. American Gods is in season 3. I like that quite a bit.
That's on Stars, right?
Yeah, American Gods. I saw the latest episode, again in 4K, last night. So how do you find these shows? I have no life.
No, seriously, what makes you decide to watch a show, though?
I don't know, man. I look at the description and does it strike me as something worth seeing? And if it grabs me in some kind of, cognitive, visceral, what have you way in the first 5-10 minutes, then I'll keep watching. And if not, fuck it, I tune away.
Makes sense.
Like I remember watching the first episode of Game of Thrones. I hate fantasy. Fantasy bores me. This whole leprechaun elves, fuck off. There's no sex. No one takes a dump. I mean, it's like ridiculous, right? But so I'm watching Game of Thrones years back, first episode, and I'm, whoa, this has got some interesting stuff. And Buddy's stooping his sister, and they push the king's son to death. And it's like, whoa. And they've got these, the whole mythos is right there for the first. And I said to myself, this is going to be a hit. And this is from a guy, I don't like the fantasy. It bores me to death. I'm not a sword and sorcery guy. I don't like the gremlins, the hoblins, whatever the fuck you call these dudes. I hate all that shit. But I really dug that show right from the first episode.
Okay. I mean, I'm like one of the small minority who's never watched Game of Thrones.
You and Jules, both.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right? I really intended to watch Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead. But about time I was starting to watch it, it was like on the third season. I felt like I'm like too far behind. It's like, you know what? I missed the train. You know?
There's I don't even know who it's on, but what's that Wall Street show? Oh, Christ. One word title. It's on season 5.
Mad Men?
No.
That's
Mad Men's. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Oh,
Suits?
I can't remember. No,
that's Lord's show. I'm sorry.
No. What's it called? A British guy playing American. The guy who was in Band of Brothers. That dude. He affects an American accent, but he's actually British. He stars in it.
Like Idris Elba, huh?
Yeah, but not him. I dig that guy. I can't remember the name of it. Billions. It's called Billions.
Billions.
Billions. That's a great show. And do you remember a year or so back, I sent you a link to this is between DJ L-Spade and I. We're trying to suggest tunes to each other, not just for the show, but for influence. And DJ L-Spade actually does, he does soundtracks and stuff. So I said, here, I want you to groove to this. And there's this show called Succession. And fabulous. Just, it's got one of those magic opening title credits where it just compels you. And the song, as you would say, slaps hard.
It does slap.
And that is a show you've got to see. And I believe season 3 is out very soon. Great. And Westworld. First season of Westworld, some of the best television I've ever seen.
I still haven't seen
season
Westworld.
2, first season is amazing. Talk to Uncle Stash. I've got it on 4K. And season 2 goes from brilliant to just plain extremely good. Season 3, good. Season 1 was phenomenal.
You are such a snob when it comes to that. Like,
I am.
Oh, 4K, IMAX 3D.
I know.
You peasants.
If you're gonna be a twat, you might as well go whole hog.
Yeah. Like, you underlings. Like, you still watching 2K?
Yeah,
ugh.
Yeah. By the way, the woman who's the star of Westworld, can't remember her name. Was it Marilyn Manson? He abused her for years, evidently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they cut Marilyn Manson scenes out of American Gods, but I managed to grab an early rip of it, so I watched it with the scenes in.
How was
where
it?
He plays this. Oh, it was great. He was just he's like my size, he's like 6'4", he's like me, he's a big fucking guy. And he plays this Nordic god who's crazy and drunk, who kills people and blows up a bar. It's not a log scene, but he's like a big baby who's very violent.
So real life, huh?
Yeah, real life. Yeah. I remember hearing Jenna Jameson on some interview on, I think it was like ABC or something, talking about a brief moment about why she broke up with Marilyn Manson, and they had to cut the interview because it was rather rude reason.
Really? Wait, what's that?
Well, they bleeped it. I eventually found she goes, I got tired of him always wanting to fuck me up the ass. It's like, okay.
Really?
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh, so he's a sodomizer, huh?
I don't know, man. But evidently that was his thing. So,
Huh. Well, I mean, Rachel Wood seems like a great actor and a great woman. I mean,
yeah.
She got a lot of heat for coming out about that too. But like, like you, I remember abuse allegations way back in the day. Like Maryland has a track record of this. So
yeah, that's the point. She chimed in. My favorite scene in Westworld was a season 3 episode. She is dressed super sexy, got the sheer nylons, the gorgeous business skirt, the whole bit, and she's surveilling rather, this guy, and it's very important.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Is your wireless headphones going out? Because it seems kind of digitized.
You sound beautiful.
No, I'm sorry. You sound digitized. Your voice.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm using my mic on the. You can't see it anyway. So she's sitting at an open air bar, surveilling this dude that she has to watch, and she's dressed super sexy, hair pulled back, and she's really focused on the dude that she's surveilling. And this, European playboy walks up to her in like a tuxedo and says, "Hello there." She goes, "Fuck off." And it was just, and he just leaves. It was like, wow, the intensity. She literally just fuck off like that. Baby, I love you. Okay, it's not much, but it's all I got for the time being.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, right. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. We're talking peak TV and punk. What more?
Yay, Rachel Woods. Let's say good actress.
She is. Yeah.
Not gonna get too much into that abuse thing, but
no.
I mean, she's doing
I don't know much about Marilyn Manson. Just the odd song here and there, but always struck me as a creepy motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't want to judge nobody based on that, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, I can't. I don't know the dude. Never met him. Wouldn't know if I tripped over him. And I know 1 or 2 of his songs. But the whole persona is supposedly creepy. Maybe he's creepy in real life. I'm not accusing him. That's just what I've heard. I don't know shit.
You know somebody who's creepy, but I love them?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
He comes across creepy to me, but I love him.
I think he was always a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, when he's 27, that whole weird artist thing works. But now that he's in his 50s, it's creepy.
Okay. You know what? You just hit the nail on the head. He didn't change, and that's the problem. Like, seriously, you're right. It was that it was when he was 27 with the handkerchiefs and the bedangles and everything.
Yeah, whole face shit. Yeah.
It was good then. But now, like, you're 50 years old. Now you're transitioning to creepy old guy.
Yeah, I live that life.
Yeah, you do it well. You pull it off.
Thank you.
Quite
Thank
well.
you so much. I want to thank the Academy for my prize.
You should. Yeah.
Johnny Depp. Who else can I think about right now beyond Johnny Depp?
It's creepy?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. I actually know a lot of creepy actors. I'm glad
I don't know any actors, but you are an actor. Go ahead.
So, Johnny Depp, love him, creepy. Daniel Day-Lewis, creepy as hell.
Is he? I don't know.
Who's the guy who plays Gollum and does all the motion capture?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, creepy as hell. Creepy, like just comes off creepy as hell.
Okay.
Subtle creepy. Tom Cruise comes off like.
Yeah, he's gotten weirder over the years.
Yes, comes off like little man syndrome. Is really
yeah. He's like what? He's like 5'7", 5'8". He's like your average size.
I'm 5'7", 5'8". He's like 5'5". Matter of fact, let me check that out.
I have no idea. I do remember I flew into Pearson Airport, Toronto from Chicago once, O'Hare, and I was standing in the customs line, to clear customs to head downtown to my office, IBM. And so I'm standing there in the customs line, and there's a dude directly in front of me. And I'm just over 6'4". I'm a big guy, like 300 pounds. And I look kind of down. I notice there's a dude in front of me. And this guy is not big. He's very small. He's got on these huge heels, and he's dressed in purple.
Purple.
Prince. And then I realized, holy shit, it's Prince. He married that Canadian broad, and they bought a place in the Bridle Path, a ritzy area of Toronto. And I remember looking to the right over there, and there's a guy with a limo driver with a sign that said like Elton Crabneck. I'm waiting for Elton Crab, something like that. So Prince clears customs ahead of me, and he walks up. It was his limo driver.
Oh. By the way, Tom Cruise and I are the same height, so I feel very short now.
5'7", 5'8". Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I told you, it's average size.
Yeah. Yeah. Prince was a weird guy too.
Yeah, but he was a genius.
Oh man, like past genius.
Yeah, phenomenal genius. Yeah, weird, but not crazy. Like Michael Jackson to me, genius but crazy. Prince just eccentric, but also a genius.
Yeah, I don't like Michael Jackson.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a good singer. Good entertainer, but not a good singer. Like, I would not want to listen to, like, Michael Jackson vocals at all. Like, that's not something I want to do.
What about Prince?
Prince, yes. Like, Prince was a better singer than Michael Jackson. I also give Prince more credit because he played every damn instrument and learned it by his damn self. So,
did you see the video of him shredding While My Guitar Gently Weeps at that benefit for it was George Harrison or whomever, those musicians up on stage? Wow. That mother could play guitar.
I saw him get on stage with Q-Tip. It's a rapper from Tribe Called Quest, and he was doing a song called Vibrant Thing. And Prince just came out of nowhere and took some dude's guitar, like, yeah, give me this guitar. Shut the fuck up. And just started playing. I'm like, whoa, only Prince could do that.
Yeah. That cat could play, man.
He could.
He could. And in fact, what I found interesting, when he died, they had he'd gone to a record shop in Minneapolis just before he died, and he bought a couple of albums. And one of them was Missing Persons, which was an LA band, early 80s. They had, I think it was Walking in LA was their hit. And so that was one of these 4 or 5 albums that he bought before he died. Missing Persons. Now there's eclectic, man, Walking in LA. You know that song? We should do it sometime.
I do not know Walking in LA. We should do it.
Yeah, it's kind of it's just a synth bass. It's not a great song, but it's kind of fun.
Like, honestly, who could you put Prince catalog up against? Because he wrote so many songs.
Oh, very few. I mean, he's Beatlesque, He's that good. He's like top of the game, man. He wrote lots of great Bruce Spring. I mean, I'm not a huge Springsteen fan, but that's a man with a massive oeuvre and a huge eclectic river to draw upon. I mean, we're talking that level of songwriting.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has written as many songs as him. I really don't.
Phenomenal. Our when we did our show for Patti Smith, Gloria. Mm-hmm. Do you recall? She had one hit. One actual like top 40 hit, and that was a song back 78-ish called Because the Night. And it's a great song. She did not write it. Bruce Springsteen wrote it. And what's his name? Beats, Dr. Dre's partner. What's his name? Producer. Come on, man. Him and Dre founded Beats by Dr. Dre.
Jimmy
He's a producer. That's him. Yeah. So he was producing at the same time the Patti Smith album and also a Bruce Springsteen album. And he liked the song that Bruce was planning on doing so much, he literally snuck it out the studio, gave it to Patti Smith, and she recorded it first, released it, where it was a massive hit, pissing Springsteen right the fuck off. Even though he got all the, yeah, sure. Even though he got all the money, because of course it was his song and his publishing. But yeah, he was, from what I don't know. If someone knows better, please correct me in the comments. But I think he was a little bit miffed.
Okay. I mean, who knew? Springsteen.
Who knew? Yeah. So I got to ask you, we know we've got a couple more punk songs to come. We mentioned the Demics, which we'll talk about at a later date, and perhaps some Dead Boys. But what about something along the line of something rapish or proto-rap or, something I can groove on in that moment where I get going, holy shit, this is an 8.
The only problem, right, for me recently is I'm working on an album now and I'm recording and making music. And while I'm recording and making music, I tend not to listen. My headspace doesn't be into rap. And the reason why is you'll end up emulating and copying like the rap you're listening to. So like my headspace is not really in rap right now. It's like really into other genres, try to like take influence and pick from that. So like punk is helping me out.
You're listening to a lot of punk, yeah. I don't want you listening to too much punk because I want to feature some of that punk on our show. And our rules. One of us knows the song, the other one doesn't. If we both know the song, we can't do it.
Yeah, but like I said, for me, punk has been a bit inspiring because the content is along the same lines that the songs I'm writing right now.
Yeah, right on.
You know,
yeah.
It kind of speaks to me. But like, I mean, I heard a few new rap songs. They're decent. But even like rap songs back in the day right now, it's like, I guess I could throw some out there. I could, you know. But
No
I think
rush.
you know all those, the mainstream rappers. Like, you know Nelly.
Nah.
Oh, you don't?
I know practically nothing about Nelly. I knew his sister, but that's another story.
Yeah, I knew his sister Shelly. I mean, come on.
Shelly Nelly.
Shelly Nelly. Yeah.
I knew his sister.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, yeah, I remember. Whose musician's sister did I want to Never mind. That's it. How's our time? We're about 45 minutes in.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I just tried to switch everything and I just messed up.
Are we still live?
Entertain while I try to work out this technical issue, please.
Yeah, I don't even know what to talk about. I mean, we're talking punk, we're talking Peak TV. I have no idea whether we're even live right now. I'm hoping we are.
Okay,
but
I actually fixed everything now. I'm good.
Okay, so we got to wrap this up in a few minutes. What's coming up? What should we be doing? How's life? I really, I've told you that I'm a big fan of, on those rare occasions when you have time and sufficient, interest at the same moment, when you lay down how to make a beat. I love those vids. I think they're terrific.
Oh man, I should, but I told you today, man, my confidence got a little shaken.
Dude, don't. We won't even mention it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I don't see anybody else doing those live beats and inspirations. I know you can't really plan them ahead, but I like that whole the couple you did using the various techniques and laying down some beats. I thought they were great.
Planning inspiration is hard.
Yeah, very hard.
It's hard.
It's impossible.
It's like
it's impossible.
planning like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It's super hard, man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we leave them on that?
Okay.
And we should announce we got Demic's coming up in a couple of days, right? 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, we got the Demics coming out, and just watch Tokyo Stash and Spade on YouTube. Please subscribe, tell your friends, and
one more thing. If you know anyone at YouTube, would you please tell them to get us the fucking pin code so we can remonetize?
Hey,
thank you so much.
You are talking way too much inside Turkey, man. That's don't you start spreading our business. Mr.
Right.
Talkie McTalkiston. Anyway,
Talkie McTalkingstein.
Yeah. Tokyo Stash and Spade on the